Welcome to the Mystery Pathway.
The old Victorian house stood on a hill, overlooking the town, its silhouette a haunting reminder of a bygone era. It was a grand old place with intricate details and a sense of forgotten grandeur, each corner whispering stories of its past. I fell in love with it the moment I saw it, captivated by its charm and the potential it held. For a bargain price, it was mine, a blank canvas for my dreams and aspirations, waiting to be brought back to life. I spent weeks planning, my mind alive with the possibilities, sketching out ideas and envisioning the transformation. Each room held potential, a chance to bring back a piece of the past, to restore its former glory. The house, though needing work, felt welcoming, its silence peaceful, its emptiness full of promise and untold stories. The previous owners had left in a hurry, leaving behind furniture and remnants of their lives, adding to the house's charm and mystery. Only the basement remained unexplored, its entrance hidden behind a warped wooden door, beckoning with secrets yet to be discovered. As days turned into weeks, I threw myself into the restoration, each stroke of paint and hammering nail bringing the house closer to its rebirth. I stripped wallpaper, repaired cracked plaster, and revealed the beautiful hardwood floors hidden beneath years of dust and grime, uncovering the house's true beauty. My friends volunteered to help, their laughter echoing through the empty rooms, turning the hard work into joyful memories. At night, exhausted but satisfied, I would stand on the porch, gazing at the moonlit town below, my heart filled with a sense of accomplishment and hope for the future. One evening, as dusk settled over the house, I heard it, a soft thump from upstairs, almost like a gentle knock. I paused, paintbrush in hand, listening intently. Silence. The kind of silence that makes you question if you heard anything at all. I dismissed it as an old house settling and continued my work, trying to focus on the strokes of the brush. But as the days passed, the noises became more frequent, more insistent. It was as if the house was trying to communicate. Floorboards creaked when no one was around, echoing through the empty rooms. Whispers seemed to emanate from the walls, faint but persistent, too low to discern words but heavy with unspoken meaning, like secrets waiting to be uncovered. Shadows danced at the edge of my vision, elusive and fleeting glimpses of movement that vanished when I turned my head, leaving me questioning my own senses. A cold draft, unexplained by any open window, would suddenly swirl around me, chilling me to the bone, raising goosebumps on my arms and sending shivers down my spine. I tried to rationalize these events, telling myself it was just the quirks of an old house, blaming them on my imagination or the tricks that old houses played, but the feeling of unease lingered. But deep down, a seed of unease began to take root, growing with each passing day.
The laughter of her friends no longer chased away the growing darkness. It was as if the house itself was absorbing the joy. We too felt the shift in the atmosphere, a palpable tension that made us all uneasy, the air growing heavy with an unseen presence, thick and oppressive. Amelia found herself avoiding certain rooms, her steps hesitant, as if she feared what she might encounter. Her gaze darting nervously around, always on edge, always expecting something to happen. The house, once a source of joy and inspiration, now felt oppressive, its walls closing in, its silence no longer peaceful, but expectant, as if holding its breath, as if something waited in the shadows, watching, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself.
The basement door, hidden behind a dusty sheet in the hallway, had become a focal point of my fear. It was as if the very air around it was charged with an unsettling energy, a silent warning to stay away. It was a heavy, warped thing, its paint peeling, its surface cold to the touch. The door seemed to have a life of its own, a silent guardian of whatever lay beyond. I had avoided it so far, my apprehension growing with each passing day. Each time I walked past, I felt a chill run down my spine, a sense of foreboding that I couldn't shake off. But the noises seemed to originate from beyond that door, the whispers more insistent, the thumps louder, the cold drafts more pronounced. It was as if the basement was calling out to me, demanding my attention. One night, armed with a flashlight and my waning courage, I decided to face my fear. The decision was not made lightly. It was born out of a desperate need to put an end to the tormenting sounds. I pulled the sheet away, revealing the door in all its ominous glory. The sight of it sent a fresh wave of dread through me, but I knew I had to proceed. The air grew noticeably colder, and a faint, musty odor wafted from the opening, sending a shiver down my spine. It was a smell that spoke of long-forgotten secrets and untold stories. With a deep breath, I grasped the cold metal handle. The chill of the metal seeped into my skin, a stark contrast to the warmth of my trembling hand. It was unlocked. As I pushed the door open, it groaned in protest, the sound echoing ominously in the silent house. The creak seemed to reverberate through my very bones. The air inside was thick with the smell of damp earth and decay, and cobwebs hung like macabre decorations from every corner. It was a scene straight out of a nightmare, a place where light dared not linger. The single bare bulb hanging precariously from a wire cast long, distorted shadows that danced and shifted with the slightest movement. Each shadow seemed to hide a secret, a whisper of the past. A wave of dizziness washed over me, the air heavy, suffocating. It felt as though the very walls were closing in, the weight of the darkness pressing down on me.